Welcome to the first episode of Wings and Wine. My name is Derek Tibbs, aka City Needs Me if you're looking for me on any social media. Today, we happen to be with DJ A Noon.
What's going on? Pittsburgh, what's up, bro?
What's up with you?
Chilling, man.
How's everything going?
Just hanging in, bro. You know, just been kind of kicking it with the city for a little bit, you know. Glad to be here with my boy, you know what I'm saying? Doing this Wings and Wines thing, so that's about it, man. Just been rocking with the city for a little bit doing the DJing thing, so what's up, Pittsburgh?
I know you're a busy man, so I appreciate you coming in for this.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
I understand you got a big move coming up though.
Yeah, man. Getting ready to dip out on the city for a little bit, heading down to Atlanta
Yeah.
right now, so about to do a couple things down there, hoping to bring the whole party boy vibe down to Atlanta, so
Yeah.
getting ready for some big moves, trying to expand a little bit.
Now you spent some time in Atlanta in the past though, right?
Yeah, I used to live down there a couple years ago, so
Oh, okay.
and I've been going back and forth between there for like pretty much my whole life. So
That's what's up.
yeah,
You ready for that move?
yeah, ready to be back home
Yeah.
for a little bit. It's kind of like I had my second home, so yeah, I'm ready for that move, man. Ready to turn it up to the next level for sure.
You feel like Pittsburgh prepares you for Atlanta, or you feel like you ain't at that point yet where it may not have prepared you for Atlanta?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I think the type of person I am, like I'm always looking forward to a new challenge. So second to that, like just being in Atlanta before, like I already know what to expect. Like it's a market where there's actually a lot going on. It's heavy on the music scene, so it's what I need. You know what I mean? Like Pittsburgh's definitely prepared me because Pittsburgh has their own particular sound. Second to that, like Pittsburgh's a tough crowd. You know what I mean? So for you to be able to rock a crowd here that's very particular as far as like what they want to hear, definitely prepares you for a lot of different things. So
I feel you on that.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that for sure.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I feel like Pittsburgh prepares a lot of people for a different environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to do anything in Pittsburgh really
Mm-hmm.
and get that support that you really want.
Right.
So you go somewhere else, it's more welcoming.
Right.
Things
Right.
are a little bit smoother.
Right.
But you dealing with a different crowd down there too. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and as far as me, like the style of DJing I am, like I'm always in tap with like the new music. So being that's going to be like the mecca of new music, like I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm always going to be like right in the hut for hearing like most of the newest stuff. You know what I mean? So I'll be able to throw that in the mix like ASAP.
Yeah.
I just plan on doing a lot of movement, like some heavy movement, heavy backpacking, and figuring out some things. So ready, man, ready to turn up some. You know?
I know you for a long time though, so I know how you communicate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we'll be out and you start talking to people and I'm thinking like you already know them. Like, like nah, I just met them.
I'm definitely a good flow networker. You know, it's some people will say it's a talent. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely something that I can pretty much talk my way around the room. You feel me? Like, and it's one of the things that I've learned even at a young age. Like you got to be able to talk to people. You know what I mean? You got to be able to network. You got to be able to like just mix and mingle with anybody. So yeah, it's definitely me, man.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially now with this social media era,
Right.
you know what I mean? A lot of people are just focused on reaching out to people on social media.
Right.
Still, that face-to-face contact is like really important that people don't really recognize that.
Right.
Because that shows how genuine you are and how you really aren't. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel you.
Right.
Yeah. So this is only gonna be like an interview type of thing. We do rate wings and wine here. So for the wine, I have Bella Voda. It's a red wine. I'm a red wine person, to be honest. I'll do white wine, but yeah, I'm more leaning on the red wine. I don't know what you are. You drink wine?
Not too. I mean, on occasion. My shorty got me drinking a lot of wine, so it's kind of one of them things where for the ladies' occasion, definitely gonna drink wine a little bit for that. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, we drinking wine today.
And then the wings we got are from the spot in Penn Hills.
Hey.
One of my favorites, to be honest. That's why I chose this for the first episode. And, when you go to the spot, you have to get the gold sauce for real. So that's what we're eating on today. But,
You want to take a bite right now?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
So what made you want to become a DJ?
Excuse me, y'all. From the spot. Some things from the spot hit the spot. What made me want to become a DJ? I was always into music, first and foremost. I started off managing artists
Right.
years ago. I want to say since like 2008, 2009. It was like when I really first started managing artists.
Yeah.
Then after that, you know, a couple years into it, you know, things didn't pretty much work out with that. But I still was always interested in music.
Right.
And I had to find a niche on which way I can stay in that industry.
Yeah.
And I think what it was one of them things where I was like, you know what? I want to do something where I could control, like, what the outcome is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, management, I learned a lot in management. You know what I mean? It taught me different avenues to go to, how to network even more, how I need to move. And, you know, I've been to Atlanta with that whole aspect, that whole mindset. And then after that, I was just one of them things where I was just like, you know what? You know, I know music.
Right.
Like, I know it's hot. I know it's not. Like, and back in college, like, used to throw parties. I used to always, like, be the person who controlled the music.
Yeah.
And things like that. So it was just one of them things where it's like, you know what? I think I got a niche for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So one day, I remember, I was just like, you know what? I think I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember, I remember I hit you up. I remember I hit you up, and I was just like, bro, what equipment should I get? Like, how to do this, how to do that? And I was asking you questions, and you just kind of giving me some insight on how to move on that. So I remember that day one. And then also I had a good connection with Solo Dolo back then. Back when he used to DJ at what was it, the old EXO.
Right. Yeah.
So we always kept in, you know, communication, always, you know, I always show support. That's the main thing. Like, I always show support at events for sure.
Yeah.
Pulled up on him a couple times throughout the years, and then next thing you know, it was just one day I hit him up, I was like, bro, I think I'm gonna start DJing.
Yeah.
So then I just bought some equipment. I ain't had, but I don't know how much money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a laptop that I had spent some cheese on. Then I was like, you know what, I need to buy some equipment. Spent probably like my last grand, $1,500 on like all equipment.
Yeah.
Speakers and all that. Didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
But all that stuff, man, set it up. And I used to go to work and actually bring my equipment to work.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like, I used to work at a little, you know, working with special needs and stuff. So I used to bring my stuff to work. Like, you know, I was like an overnight shift.
Yeah.
So I used to sit there, boom, bang it out. Like, YouTube, learning that. Like, you know what I mean? Every day for like weeks, like almost months. And then I used to do little sessions, like, with Solo and Ramdada at the time, too. Like, we used to do little mix sessions at the crib, at his house. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I was learning, you know what I mean? Like, there's no other better way to learn from those who already do it. You know what I mean? So I was just learning from them for the most part. And then I remember I put out a mix on like SoundCloud or something like that, like for the first time. And then actually the response that I got from it was pretty dope. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't the best. It was trash if you ask me. I listen to it now, it was trash. But some people was rocking with it. You know what I mean? It was because of the selection of music that I put on there. You know what I mean? So Solo heard something in it, you know what I mean? So then we just been rocking ever since. They've been trying to, like, they took me under their wing, you know what I mean? So I just pretty much been doing my thing, and then the more I really got into it, it just started taking off. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things where it's just like, if you stay focused on something, you can do it. You know what I mean? I don't care if you don't even know a lick of it, you know what I mean? You can learn it. Like, you know, there's always a way to learn something. So after that, I was pretty much just rocking. It's been about a good solid, I was probably, what, 2014, 15? So, it's 2019 now, so just been doing this since, been doing the big clubs, big events, you know, everything that's major in the city, so it's been nothing but solid ever since.
I mean, you took off pretty quick too.
Yeah.
So you got thrown into
the fire. Yeah, man, like, I'll never forget the first, the first big gig that I had, besides a couple weddings that was kind of like, the first wedding I did, oh man, I don't even think my music was censored. That was crazy. Got some feedback from that, but they still had a good time.
Was that the Lion King wedding?
No. It was way before that. That was something different. Shorty asked me to play the Lion King theme song, for the dance. Like I said, they don't want to hear this, lady. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, but and I played it. I was like, oh, this got to go. Ooh, cut that joint off real quick. But yeah, I had some experiences, man. But the first time, I'll say, like, you have to take your failures. You got to take your lumps with your successes. You know what I mean? And the first lump that I took, I remember I DJ'd at Room 16. And it was like first night I ever DJ'd in the club. And Solo had put me on that joint. And I went in there just thinking, like, I had one mindset. And my one mindset was just to play, like, new shit, like just nothing but new music, because I was tired of hearing the old, like the same stuff that I've been hearing since like 09, 06, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to switch it up. So, I remember I got up there right after this dude, man, I was just thought I was killing it. Everybody was just like, what is this? Like, new music. I'm just like, damn, don't nobody know nothing.
Right.
I'm just dropping. He's just like, bro,
Can't do it.
they don't know it.
Right.
Like, you're going way too new. I said, new? Like, what you mean? Like, everyone want to hear that old shit? So, like, I was just like, all right. He got back on. He showed me how to do it, man. He pretty much, did his thing. I said, damn. So, back to the drum board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people will be discouraged from that. Like, I took that as a lesson. I was just like, you know what? You got to adjust. That was the first lesson I knew. You got to adjust to what the crowd is.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was the first time I experienced that firsthand. You got to adjust to what the crowd is. So, took that to heart. You know what I'm saying? Went back to the drum board. Did my thing, and then after that, was killing it ever since.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things. Like, you gotta take the lumps with the successes. You know
DJ is a crowd mover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really what it is. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're really trying to please the crowd.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is your job.
Right.
But it should be interesting to see you transition to Atlanta, because they're gonna recognize things that we don't recognize up here.
Right.
Because it's local for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're gonna hear it first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely feel you on that. And Solo's always been solid. Even when I did management, he was the only DJ that came up to me, and I knew he was listening to my music, and he was like, yeah, give me your music so I can play it in the club.
Right. Shout out to Solo, man.
Yeah.
The Party Boys for sure. Like, definitely. Like, one of the first dudes ever, like, besides you, that reached out to me on it. You know what I'm saying? And actually was willing to work.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't be like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people's egos be too heavy, too high, like, you know what I mean? And it keeps you from even wanting to really even rock with a lot of dudes, for real. But, Solo good dudes, man, for sure. That's my brother, for real.
So you like the wings so far?
Wings is hitting.
Yeah.
You see me, I'm already munching on these joints. These is hitting, definitely. I've been running all day, so this is definitely a good look. Wings and wine,
So do you have any other ventures outside of DJing that you're looking into or trying to work on right now?
Yeah, there's a lot. A lot of stuff I can't really talk about right now, just because it's a lot of stuff in the works. But definitely heavy as far as like the party scene. Clothing line coming soon.
Okay.
Some major parties coming soon. Maybe into some like acting things as well. So there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I know. But I'm jumping into that water. I'm ready to jump into that water for real. Like, nah, like with this move to Atlanta, man, like there's so many endless opportunities. Okay. I should say. You know what I mean? So it's just like, with that being said, it's just like, why not take advantage of everything that we didn't have up here?
Yeah, extra doors opening up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, the type of person I am, who talk to anybody, who's willing to do anything and learn anything, like I'm just ready to jump in head first. You feel me? Like, I'm not shying away from no opportunity. I'm not shying away from nothing. Like, if it seems solid, I'm rocking with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. I just had one rule. Like, it has to be solid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I look at it like it has potential to do something, and the people around the project are solid, I'll rock with it. You know what I mean? And if it makes sense, I'm gonna rock with it. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna try and see. So you don't know what I might pop in on in 2019, 2020. It might be a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty, I got some people down there that's gonna look out. So
might catch you on Greenleaf slapping a pastor or something.
You can call it real quick. You feel me? But yeah, bro. So I'm super excited, man. Yeah. Like, if any time was the time to do it, now it was. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm making this big move right at this moment. You know what I mean? Very sudden, but definitely ready.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Some of the best moves are sudden, though.
Yeah.
So tell people about who you are outside of just like the DJing scene. Like, who are you as a person?
Who am I as a person?
That's what I asked you.
Yeah. If y'all don't know him, he got smart ass. He's funny. Who am I as a person? Nah, I'm just, you know, a very straightforward dude, man. Like, I feel like, you know, anybody that knows me knows that I'm a solid individual. You know what I mean? Like, I stand on all 10. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, there's nothing extra, nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. What you see is what you get.
Right.
I support pretty much any and everything, long as the people who stand behind it is solid.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, if you have an idea about anything that you want to pursue in life, like, I'm behind you, pushing you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what the situation is. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna rock with you regardless. You know what I mean? So that's just me. You know what I mean? I don't even gotta know you from a can of paint. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you know, I give you advice if I can. You know what I mean? And I'll stand behind whatever it is that you support. You know what I mean? What you doing?
That's what's up.
For sure. So that's it, man. I'm a family guy. I'm a good friend amongst a band of brothers. So that's about it, man. Like, there ain't nothing really too much to peel, no layers to peel too much about it. Like, I ain't having a thing, man.
See what
like,
you
that's
get.
it. Yeah,
You
see
what
what
you
you
see, whatever.
Yeah.
How is to be said.
That wine getting to you.
Nah. So, when you were thinking about going to Atlanta, was that like the only city you were considering?
Nah, originally it was LA.
Oh, okay.
Originally it was LA. I was thinking about Atlanta years back, but then the more I started doing a little bit of traveling, like, I started frequently going back to LA, and I'm just like, you know what? LA is a dope city. Now, for those who don't know, I used to live in LA years ago, like when I was younger.
That's why you did the Crenshaw video.
You feel me? But you know, most of my family's from out that way. You know what I mean? Most here in LA. So going back and forth between the two, it was just kind of one of them things where it's just like, all right, LA's cool. They got a lot of stuff there too.
Right.
The only thing about LA, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy to get swallowed up in LA.
Yeah.
Which doesn't scare me at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't make sense for me at the time.
Right.
As far as like what opportunities I think might be present.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not to say that I won't be moving to LA either
Right.
soon. It's just that one of them things where I think Atlanta was the move
Yeah.
for right now. So those were literally like the only two markets that were immediately on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Considered Dallas, I considered Miami, but they just weren't being on my radar as much as Atlanta was at the time. So I chose to, head to the dirty south a little bit.
So you done DJing in Pittsburgh for the moment, or?
Nah, it'll be on hold for a little bit, but I mean, there's gonna be times where I'm back and forth. There's definitely gonna be times where I come back to rock an event or whatever the case may be, So don't be surprised if you see me just pop up randomly and be like, "Oh, he's back to do," you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely. It ain't the last that Pittsburgh has seen of me for sure. Like, I'll definitely be back to kill some things, like, and rock out with my boys still. I'm just, this is an expansion move. Somebody to make the plunge, and I'm ready for it. So,
So he's gonna miss you, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, even what y'all did with the hookah lounge on the south side, I mean, it
Right.
changed. Like, it was like,
Right.
after a couple of weeks, it was just
Right.
booming in there. It was like, it was the club, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Urek Hookah Lounge. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, like when we used to first pull up, I remember we first got the call to DJ down there, there might have only been about like, on average, like 15 people in there, like a night, you know what I mean? And there was a couple nights we went there, it was like okay. But once we got a hold of that thing, man, like it turned into a whole nother movie. So it was just literally consistently, it's been a year. We've been rocking there for a year now, so I don't know if you've seen the videos or if you've seen like the promo or if you just come through and see like how crowded it is and see the line around the building, like, you know what I mean, around the corner, like, you'll know that's the place to be at on a Friday night, coming down on the south side for sure. So, yeah, man, shout out to Urek for giving us a chance. The crazy thing about it is like, the thing about the south side is that we don't really get a lot of opportunity as black DJs.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, point fingers or anything, but there's some venues that be like kind of shady when it comes to, like letting us really rock and do our thing. And there's some people who actually let us do our thing too, like not to take from them either. But to finally get that chance and show the city what we can do with it and keep it positive and rock for a year straight and consistently do it week in, week out. Yeah, man, you can't, we got our shot.
Right.
So I mean, it just comes to show you that we can do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it don't got to be no problems. Y'all just got to give us a chance and let us do our thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's about the people that you bring in with the environment that you bringing into it. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And let us just do our thing. You gotta have trust.
Right.
You gotta have faith. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
we can do it. Stop being scared.
People, too many people are afraid to step out on faith.
Right.
You just
Right.
never
Right.
know.
Right.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a hookah person.
Right, right.
Everybody knows me. I don't like
Right,
smoke.
right.
I don't like any type of smoke. Like I
Right.
hate the fumes. Like I don't
Right.
like it. So even though I go there, I don't do the hookah stuff. But
Right.
whenever you first started DJing there, I was like, oh, let me go support my boy or whatever like that. And I was
Right.
like, oh, this is like turned up. Like
Right.
for real.
Right.
This ain't like a typical hookah lounge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's become like the club. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I see people getting in there to be in there about 11 o'clock, like it's the club.
Mhm.
People will leave the regular spots and just come down there.
Yeah.
And they know they gotta pay a cover charge too, and that's what's crazy.
That's
like
crazy.
so for the fact that you know you have to pay a cover charge and you still coming in there frequently and consistently, I mean it's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Pittsburgh too, man. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, it has to do with us like actually doing our music thing and really like the crowd that we bring from venue to venue and the name that we're bringing. See something that's stand party boy on it. Like, you
Yeah.
know that it's going to be a decent party
Right.
at the end of the day. Like, you're going to have the hottest DJs that are in the city at whatever party that is.
Yeah.
So you know that you're not missing out.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not going to be a hit or miss if you go. You know for a fact that party's going to pretty much be a hit.
Yeah.
What was challenging about hookah was the fact that nobody really knew about it. You know what I mean? Like, it was literally a small little, I hate to call places like hole in the walls, but it was like a little, like a little spot.
Yeah.
Where nobody really knew about. Like, I used to say, come to the hookah spot. They'd be like, which one? The one all the way down on Cart? Like,
Yeah.
the other one. I'm like, nah, it's the one by the Kogos. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, across the street by the Domino's. Like, and they just be like, I ain't never heard of that spot. Next you know, you start seeing a line. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just one of them things. Like, it's a proud moment for me, especially. Shout out DJ Make It Nasty, too. We just been doing our thing, like, consistently. And to see that crowd grow from, like, 15 to, like, a packed, sold-out crowd, like, every single night. Or every Friday, I should say, every week. Like, it's been crazy. You know what I mean? So, it's a proud moment, definitely. You know what I mean? So, but my bro's still gonna hold it down. He's gonna be doing this thing on Fridays, Making Nasty. He'll be killing it, man. And, like, I'll be back a couple Fridays, bro. But in the meantime, like, you'll be holding it down, bro, for sure. I already know.
I mean, that's like a perfect tag team too.
Yeah.
Like, did you know him before y'all started DJing together?
Nah, not at all.
Oh, okay.
That's the crazy
It
part.
don't sound
Like,
like it.
a lot of people think that we've been DJing together forever.
Yeah.
It's only been like a year.
Right.
Honestly, like, since hookah started, or maybe a little bit before hookah, it's been how long we've been DJing together. Like,
Yeah.
our chemistry
Right.
is just, we just bond well together when it comes to that. You feel me? Like, with the whole DJing thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we know how to go off each other's energy.
Right.
We know how to, we pretty much know what each other's going to do before we do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, if he's on a set, like, I pretty much, and we don't even repeat the same sets. It's just that I just know where he's going with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I know where I need to go with it.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. You know what I mean? So it's like a tag team. It's like the Mario Brothers. Like, we just been doing our thing. Like, so.
And y'all been when y'all were up there, it seems like y'all were actually performing.
Right.
And
right.
that's what I like about it because for a while that was taken out of DJing.
Right.
The DJ was just up there playing the music,
Right.
and then there would be somebody on the microphone.
Right.
Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But it seemed like y'all took that back
Right.
to the point where y'all are on the mic, y'all are performing, y'all are interacting with the crowd.
Right.
And I like that. I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
At the end of the day, it's a party.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, I think that's the element that's been missing. Like, especially in Pittsburgh, it's just like, okay, yeah, we hear the good DJs.
Yeah.
But where are the good parties?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, Philadelphia throws amazing parties.
Right.
But now that we have a whole team,
Yeah.
people can kind of focus more on different aspects of the party, and we
Right.
can make this party even better.
Correct.
And that's the best part of being a part of a team. A lot of people are scared about being on a team because they feel like one person's either going to get the shine.
Right.
Or not everybody's going to share their wealth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or whatever the case may be. But we didn't look at it like that. You know what I mean? We look at it as like, this is an opportunity for whoever's bestly skilled at this,
Yeah.
the other person can do this.
Right.
And one person can do this. You know what I mean? We come together and we're going to give the city the best part.
Right.
And that's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Definitely a progressive look.
Yeah.
But and you gotta give credit to Solo again on that because
right.
it takes a lot for somebody to really catch that
Right.
on each person. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because this ain't basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's similar mindset. You
Right.
gotta strategize to what's gonna work. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So he's seen something in everybody that
Right.
we brought on this team. You know what I mean? And everybody's contributed,
Yeah.
you know, to the utmost. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? So it's definitely been a big power move, I feel like. And I feel like we have so much more room to grow.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to come, you know what I mean, as far as the next couple of years. So I'm excited for all of it. You know what I mean? So definitely. A lot to come. A lot to come.
Going forward, like on another level, I was downtown today because I work downtown, and I'm walking around and the Antoine Rose trial is going on. So I'm wondering, how do you feel as far as people in the media industry, not necessarily like reporters and stuff, but like your position, like DJs or even like celebrities? How do you feel like they should be influencing things within these type of situations that we're going through? Like we're seeing that our youth are dying, not necessarily just at the hands of the police,
Right.
but just anybody. You know what I mean?
Right,
Is
right,
people
right.
taking advantage of. Do you feel like that celebrities have a responsibility on that?
I think it depends on what your platform is.
Okay.
I think any and everybody has some type of responsibility.
Yeah.
But you can only do as much as your platform allows you.
Right.
There's different ways you could go about things. Like as a DJ, there's but so much I can do.
Right.
I mean, on my platform,
On
I
your
should say.
platform, yeah.
You know what I mean? I can easily go out and do protests and things like that, like
Yeah.
everybody else do. Like that's that's the norm. But for me, I mean, I'm not going to necessarily. I mean, I can do something either during a set or after a set and make an announcement or something
Right.
like that. But that's not typically my style.
Right.
My style is to pretty much if something's of a serious matter, I might make an announcement on it.
Okay.
Second to that, like I just like to spread positivity.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's I feel like what my duty is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever type of party it is, like for instance, like I'll just talk on the subject of like violence in general. You know what I mean? Like if I notice something's going on in a party, like I'll literally will cut music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like try to dim that situation and make sure that people go back to having a good time.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like it's just one of them things where it's just like, yo, we're here to have a good time. Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like we're here. Like there's too many dudes in here.
Yeah.
Too many females in here.
Right.
Like let's just have a good time. Like what are we in here fighting for? What are we in here doing all this extra? Like you know what I mean? So when it comes to just violence in general, yeah, I have no problem doing that. Like I emphasize on let's keep the party going and let's be positive at the end of the day. Now when it comes to like political things and things like that, like I don't know, man. I don't think like on that platform as far as like doing a party or something like that is the way to go about it. But
No.
once the notoriety as far as like my persona becomes bigger,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm gonna speak my mind regardless anyway. So, like, I'll definitely, like, you know, if I throw a post on something or whatever, or if I want to make an announcement, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And especially the more I become a figure, like, for sure. I mean, I feel like you can utilize, as long as you got viewers, utilize it.
I've seen you speak your mind to the police.
Good, man. Like,
There was a point where I wasn't gonna pick you up anymore because every time I picked you up, it seemed like we was getting pulled up for no reason. You know, there was always no reason.
yeah, man. Like,
But yeah.
just, you know, sometimes that energy just keeps, it just, you know what I mean? There's nothing you really do about it
Right.
at that point.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that you're a bad person or anything.
Right.
Sometimes it's just that cloud just hangs over you sometimes, you know? So you gotta just approach every situation different, you know what I mean? And stay true to who you are. At the end of the day, you can't, outcome is gonna change by, you know what I mean? Like you have to just be you, you know what I mean? Every day. It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
At the end of the day, you gotta live your life. So that's what I believe in 110%.
Right.
So, yeah, when it comes to that, like you know, the bigger I get, the more I'm gonna definitely start utilizing my platform. You know what I mean? I started doing it now, but I'm definitely gonna do it more in the future for sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's important. I think that if you have that ability to do something like that and really speak your mind on it, then you should do it.
Right.
If those are your views, then speak your views. You know what I mean?
Right,
Don't be silent when you don't when you don't have to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, it's too.
Right.
It's easy enough for you to just go ahead and speak your mind anywhere at
Right.
this point. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely feel you. I ain't gonna
Right.
put you on no party and expect you to.
do my political,
Yeah,
like my
oh,
views,
yeah.
like, so y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
Nah, I might, sometimes I can take a theme of something that's going on and mix it into the party.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's times where something happens. I'm like, I know y'all heard about da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And I might play a song that kind of relates to that
Okay.
that situation that just happens.
Yeah.
And the crowd might go crazy or
Right.
something like that. But that's about as much as I can do, man. I'm not going to stop the party and get on the soapbox.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
And
feel
just
you.
be like, and ruin the moment. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because sometimes people are coming out the party to forget about that moment at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't necessarily bring them back into that world.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's kind of your duty to make them forget too.
Okay.
At the same time, so definitely.
Yeah. So definitely appreciate you coming out, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate
But
you.
before you go, I want you to judge the wine. You gonna give it an A or an A?
This is actually the second time I've probably had red wine.
Okay.
It's definitely not bad, honestly. I'm more so of a white wine drinker.
Okay.
If I do drink any
Yeah.
type of wine. But yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a bottle of that joint, you
Okay.
a little tipsy. But no, it's not bad though. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold you.
What about the wings though?
You can't go wrong with the spot wings though.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at the spot, you might wait like a whole hour for your wings, but the spot wings is definitely fire. Like I ain't gonna hold you. The spot wings is definitely fire.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at it. I appreciate the lookout.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? For sure. I ain't gonna get the crack open the sauce, but I'm about to do that.
Cool. I'm gonna do you later, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Good that Cash App request a little bit.
Yeah, it's about the wings. It's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Last but not least though,
Yeah.
anybody that's gonna be a guest on here, I'm gonna give them an opportunity to promote themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give them, but it ain't gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got your whole time to do it. I'm not gonna give you a whole 10 minutes.
Right.
I'll give you 20 seconds.
Mhm.
And let my cameraman / executive producer Brent
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and start that timer. Let me know when you're starting.
All right, let's go.
Go.
All right. Well, it's your boy DJ A Num. 1/4, 1/5. One shit. We got a lot of party boys now, so we expanding. So 1/6, I'll say, of the party boys. Having my going away party tomorrow at V Lounge, so make sure y'all pull up. All right. It's the one thing I got this week, and then we got. Yeah, we just gonna talk about V Lounge tomorrow. All right. So
Yeah.
party boys.
Yeah.
Done. All right, man. That's the first episode of Wings and Wine. I appreciate you coming out. My name is Derek Tibbs. You can find me on all social media at City Needs Me. You can find DJ A Noon. What's your?
All right. AY_Num NEWM. Hit me on IG. That's all my handles on everything. So follow your boy.
Yeah, and my cameraman, executive producer Brent. You can find him on Instagram at Nah. It's Brent. And it's a wrap. It's over.
It did change.